Hey, what's up? It's NYC Buddha. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming from Kabisera on Allen Street on the Lower East Side. This spot has got some awesome Filipino food. Today we'll be meeting with Chef Auguee. She's a chef and partner of this amazing spot. Stick around and get to know her a little bit.
Hi, I'm Auguee Francisco. I'm the chef owner of Kabisera.
Kabisera is a cozy spot where everybody makes you feel at home, collaborating with various vendors to help promote their crafts which are displayed in the restaurant.
I started as a barista back in 2017 when we started our own coffee shop. Well, at the beginning it was just a passion. I just really wanted to know the background of the coffee, how is the coffee being roasted. And back when I was a kid, we had like a farm, not really like a farm for harvesting and selling coffee, but we had a coffee trees at the backyard of our, of my mom's place. So growing up, I've known coffee, but it's not like how we have here. The coffee back in the Philippines is not gourmet. It wasn't treated like how regal it is here. It had a long fashions of cooking, but it wasn't really enriched, and that interest doesn't really get into that, I would say, into action until we have the Kabisera. As the business growing, I grew my love and interest as well to start baking. So baking, I think one of the thing that I would say I'm at peace. With all these crazy things happening here in New York, baking is one thing that I could do all day long, that I'm not gonna get tired of. Cooking sometimes can be very stressful, especially if you are working in the kitchen and you're just not cooking for your family or something. If it requires a speed and demands and everything, but when it's baking, you really have to take time, you really have focus, you really have to pay attention on everything that you're doing, and every step of baking has to be consistent and have to be precise, because as a kid I'm not allowed to touch anything. So when I'm trying to remember how does it taste like, I always remember the taste of, like, what would I say, like the crumbs on the pan and things like that, because when my mom's finished baking or my aunt finished cooking all these desserts, they're gonna call us like, hey, come kids, clean the pots or clean. So those are the tastes that it made on my palate, that I couldn't say any particular person that inspired me, but I remember a situation when I really discovered myself that I wanted to learn more about the food is when I live in Japan. Growing back in the Philippines, since we're not really treating the food as how it was eloquently served in Japan, and then I saw how I can articulate my Filipino taste or Filipino food into this eloquent type of food. So I discovered ways how Japanese people make their food, prepare their food. So I incorporate that, like personal experience in handling those food, and the taste that I had in my palate when you kind of like combine it together, and that's what it brings, like I would say my long masterpiece. Okay. I would say. Of course, everyone said adobo. Yeah, and sinigang. Yeah, you're right.
What is it?
I got it. Sinigang.
Sinigang? How do you spell that?
S-I-N-I-G-A-N-G. It could be pork, it could be fish, and it's a sour base with soup and mixed vegetable. it's just comfort food because you have the soup and everything. And I'll be honest with you, there are some few places that I've been coming back. So Mediterranean food is one thing, and of course Asian food, which is either Filipino or Japanese food. So there's one in Brooklyn that I love a lot. It's called Tava, T-A-V-A.
Tava.
So Kabisera means the head of the dining table, or it could be also same word would mean the downtown. We wanted to have like how the people are meeting or going, dwelling. It's like a meet up point. I wanted to see the Kabisera to be like, if you hear the word Kabisera, it reminds you of the Filipino food, or just hearing the word Kabisera, you know it's traditional Filipino food, and a place to hang out to, wherein you can meet your family and friends. So during the pandemic, well, everyone knows like we don't have an indoor dining, we don't have an outdoor seating yet. Everything. So we come up to some sort of creative that we can still able to send our food, our drinks, and everything else to our patrons. So we call it a coffee run because we deliver coffee, food, desserts to different hospitals here in New York City, Long Island, Westchester. I partner with the small businesses because right after that, I see the needs of the small businesses, and they are the ones who work with me during those pandemics too. So the supplies is limited, and the ingredients are very, very expensive. So I came up to a plan if there's something that's ordered to me that I couldn't make it because I don't have the ingredients, and even though you wanted to buy ingredients, you don't have an ingredients. But there's some friends who's doing that they have a stack of ingredients at home. So I talked to them and asked if they could do that for me, and then we'll put it together and then we deliver it. So in a way, it's a collaboration and helping each other, so they can have a business too, and then I could supply the demands on the customers' requests, right? The lockdown was lifted, so I started actually inviting them to come and do a pop-up and showcase their product and use my space to sell their products. I host one vendor each week, and then we showcase their product. We did a lot of like marketing, cross-marketing for them, so they were able to sell a good amount of products. And yeah, it just roll over. It's like a domino effect that people are like supporting all the vendors, all the small businesses who's doing the pop-up here in Kabisera. And now we are probably partnered for more than 200 small businesses. I love that partnership, I love that collaboration, because it's not just us being the brick and mortar store here to be their host, but the collaborations, the connection, the friendship, and then the community we're building is even more impactful, because we are showing to all the culture, all the nationalities, that we can actually grow together. You don't have to survive on your own. You don't have to, work on your own, but you could work with community and a group of people that you are serving, you are aiming the same goal. It would be more impactful actually.
Hey, thanks for watching my channel today. Hope you liked what you saw. Please hit the notification button and don't forget to subscribe to NYC Buddha. Thank you for watching.